And good morning, everybody. I am here to work on some tutorials today. It is Tuesday, July 22nd. And what I'm doing here today is to kind of start. This is the third of the series. This is kind of a new start here. What I'm trying to do with this kind of sequence of videos and live streams that I'm doing is kind of similar to what a lot of ADHD YouTubers, TikTokers, and advocates are promoting, is that you do some like body doubling, which is to work on something alongside somebody else while you accomplish your goals. So whatever they might be, you can accomplish them together. So what I'm doing here, well, what you can do is you can listen along if you like that, if you like the sound of my voice and me talking through working through the tutorials that I'm doing, or you can mute it and put it on in the background and just check in, and we'll see like how are we doing. Did we get our things done today? Basically trying to have a little more accountability for getting things done, as it's a little difficult sometimes for me to stay on task. But I do have a lot of goals that I kind of still want to achieve, and we're halfway through the year, and I want to, I want to achieve those goals. So one of those goals is to, it's not necessarily to learn JavaScript, but I would like to contribute to free and open source software that I enjoy using. So things like Obsidian, things like crosshair.org, the crossword puzzle site. Lots of these places, lots of these products and these code bases use JavaScript. So I have spent a lot of time using Python in the past 10 years. Not to the point where being like a software engineer though. So it's kind of like I'm coming at this with a lot of base knowledge of how to of the CS fundamentals. I did a couple semesters of Java in undergraduate school, and I spent a lot of time. I really focused on that one to make sure that I understood the basics, and I really think those fundamentals helped me in learning Python. So I'm hoping that those same fundamentals will help me in applying that to JavaScript. So without further talk about this, let me just get right back into showing what I'm doing here today. So I'm working through a website called Free Code Camp. It is a free education platform where you can learn a whole bunch of stuff about tech, things used in the tech industry, especially languages and frameworks and things like that. So I started, so this should probably start with a review of what I did last week. Last week I started learning introductory JavaScript by building a pyramid generator. Went through this tutorial, and you can check that video out on my my channel if that's something that you would like to take a look at. I don't know if I'll ever edit those things down, but I tried to edit out all of the breaks and the anytime that I kind of go away from keyboard. But I'm thinking, I don't know if I want to keep them in there going forward, because kind of part of what this is to do body doubling. So if you can if you feel like you want to just keep that on even while the background music plays, that might be something you want to do. I do put attribution to the sources, which are mostly from Pixabay. So if you want to, find those songs and listen to them on your own playlist, that's one way to go. Let's see. I am on to, and there's a video that I want to work on that I've been working on for like a month. It's been a long time working on that, but let's see, JavaScript things. Yeah, JavaScript skills. I wanted to bring that up. So I'm keeping a list of the skills that I'm kind of working through here, and I want to see which tutorials I'm working on, or Tutorial Tuesdays. Yeah, here it is. Okay, so yeah, and then so this is kind of the loose schedule, and so what I'll do is I should just hang on. I should just do all of these and then toggle the playlist. And that's what I'll do. Toggle it to a checkbox. There we go. And so we are done with the first week was how to structure your Python script. So I may still go back to working on Python as well. Really depends on what I do, because I've been trying to do stuff on Fridays. That hasn't gone well the past couple weeks. I haven't done anything related to free and open source software on Fridays, and that is one day that I would like to dedicate to contributing to free and open source software, but I just haven't been able to get going with that because of health issues and other errands I had to run and all sorts of stuff. So we are on week 3 here, and so this one, what we're gonna do today is hopefully do 2 of these. I'm gonna review JavaScript fundamentals by building a Gradebook app, and also learn basic JavaScript by building a role-playing game. There is quite a few steps. There are quite a few steps to the second one. 173, but I feel like they're going to be small steps, and I think that if I really buckle down, we can get through that one. If not, I'll just save it for next week. So the time that I try to put at least 2 hours into it, hopefully 3. It is about 10 o'clock here my time, so I'm going to try to go until 1 o'clock. And take breaks in between. You need to make sure that you're drinking water, and also, and when I'm speaking to you, I'm speaking to myself. So I just need to remind myself that I can't survive in the desert without water. So that's what we're going for there. And yeah, this is it's not showing the entire thing. Apologies for that. But we will be doing 2 of these things, and so the name of this one was what? Learn or review JavaScript fundamentals by building a Gradebook app. And I think the name, or the phrase "build a Gradebook app" is kind of loose there. It's kind of like, anything can be an app, I guess. It's even if it's a very basic thing there. And so I'm just gonna actually can't copy that. And weird way to interact with that element there. Let's see. I did see another course that I kind of wanted to look at, which was on Vim, because I am curious about changing my IDE away from VS Code, and I actually did see a couple of alternatives though that were like similar text editors, like VS Codium is one. So let me take a little sojourn down the DuckDuckGo search engine here, and yeah, so this is another one that's a freely licensed binary distribution of Microsoft's editor VS Code. And I'm pretty sure they can't revoke that. But I'm not sure about the legal stuff. VS Code source code is open source MIT license, but the product available for download is licensed under this not FOSS license and contains telemetry tracking. And according to this comment from a Visual Studio Code maintainer, we do exactly this. We clone the VS Code repository, we lay down a customized product.json that has Microsoft specific functionality, telemetry, gallery logo, and then built that when we release. Actually, let me see, can I, I remember I was doing a zoom here. Oh, it doesn't quite work when it's on one, when it's split between. That's okay. Yeah, I guess we can go over here and then do it there. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta work on those scenes and stuff. The Codium project exists so that you don't have to download plus build from source. This project involves special build scripts. There are these binary or something. So telemetry is disabled. So that's good for the most part, right? I don't think they need telemetry. The only thing we really need is syncing between my devices for that's usually handled with a gist, a GitHub gist, which is another product that you should probably move away from if you don't want AI to be injected into everything and have your work stolen from you. I want to move away from GitHub. I don't really want to work with GitHub repositories. GitHub doesn't, it doesn't have to be on GitHub. There's other places, there's GitLab. It's mainly, the limiting factor is where is your server stored? Where is your server? Who owns your server? Where is it? So this is one that I'm thinking about trying out. I was thinking of doing a whole bunch. Maybe that, I thought maybe that could be a video I make for this channel, is to go just explore some of the options that are alternatives to VS Code. I don't know what FOSS is supposed to mean, what the L is supposed to mean. So it's not exactly free and open source. It's like the scope of the license applies to Visual Studio Code, MIT. So it's licensed, not sold. Only gives you some rights to use the software. Microsoft reserves all other rights unless applicable law gives you more rights. Despite this limitation, you may use the software only as expressly permitted. That only you use it in certain ways. You may not reverse engineer, decompile, or disassemble the software or otherwise attempt to derive the source code or the software, except and solely to extent required by third-party licensing terms. That seems kind of sus, though. If it's truly open, why wouldn't you allow that? I don't understand. Remove, minimize, block, or modify any notices of Microsoft over its suppliers in the software. Use the software in any way that is against the law. Yeah, share, publish, rent, or lease the software, or provide the software as a standalone offering for others to use. Yeah, that's weird. But you can modify it apparently and do the Codium. So that is kind of like something to keep an eye on, though. It's like Codium is yeah, so VS Code is proprietary software released under the Microsoft software license, but based on the MIT license program named Visual Studio Code Open Source, also known as Code OSS. So that's what they do, is they take this Visual Studio Code Open Source, which is also created by Microsoft and available through GitHub, and then they add on layers of other stuff. So that's what they're saying when that's the part where you can't reverse engineer. Which do they have they don't have a link to it on here. They might actually. Oh, it is here. The issue. Issues. How are we doing with the stream quality here? It looks like we're pushing a little bit here. Not sure if there's any dropped frames or anything. I can lower the bitrate actually. Probably something I want to do because I don't really need it that high. I'm gonna drop it down to 5500. Still trying to grab 6K. Ooh, interesting. Huh. Yeah, this is what's suspect to me now. Like VS Code is now the VS Code, the Microsoft product, is now, you know, taking work that the community has done and, you know, taking all that free work and then tacking on their Copilot bullshit and then charging for using that. It's just a vessel for them to make money. Like, that's the end goal of any fucking corpo open source project. How can they find a way to make money off of it? Using all the work of the community and paying nobody. I shouldn't say they pay nobody. They probably pay some people. They definitely pay some shills to make YouTube videos on really basic and stupid use cases of Copilot. But that's enough for me. Okay, let's get started with review JavaScript fundamentals by building a gradebook app. I kind of did want to just like take a look at the last couple sections of this one. I'm not entirely sure love the interface. I commented on that last week, but it's fine for getting through this stuff. Eventually, I'd like to do some other. You know, I do want to, like, I guess I use Tuesdays for this and then Fridays for actually like applying this to the how I would actually use it, which is with virtual machines or with Docker containers or something like that. Docker's another one. Podman, using Podman pods or not pods, containers on Podman. I think you just run Docker files. I'm gonna have to look into that. So yeah, we just used like loops. We learned about for loops and while loops, and yeah. What's curious to me is I'm curious if these are functions. For, and then the brackets, are they actually functions? And then you have this body there. Are the loop structures just functions? Let's see. Are loops functions is the question I want to have answered. Okay, why is I'm gonna move my just want to get rid of my Thunderbird email. Okay. I'm gonna just like drop this here. Oh, one other thing I just need to update is the chat there. I know I don't really plan on using it much, but do need to pop out. That's interesting. I wonder if I got rid of the is pop out part. That would do. It's fun. It's interesting. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, so it still has all that other stuff. Alright, okay. Okay. Break here. Let's just see something else. Do I have lower thirds set up on here? I don't have lower thirds set up on there. Should set up lower thirds. That's weird. Wait, you can change. Oh, I didn't know I could do that. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna have to work on that. Okay. You know what? One thing I also did want to change something here. Because I would like to add font for this? I don't want that Arial bullcrap. Give me something nice, like this caveat brush. And let's see if that... Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah, I like that. I think that's nice. Is there, like, what other one did I want to maybe use? Could also use the Avaria, because I do use Avaria. Rusa is what I think it is. Rusa is a little slanted. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one. You know what, on second thought, no. I don't want that. Yeah, my mind's in chaos. So, bear with me here. Gosh, I don't like... My microphone is not doing well. There's like some issues with this. I don't know what's happening with it. I need a new setup. I need new audio gear. Let me go back to caveat. We could do either this one, which is nice, but I just don't like... Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one. And background color should be actually our branded gray there. There we go. Do that. The also other thing I wanted to do was... Where is it? Chat. Chat as well. Oh, wait a minute. Can you do hex though? I think you can just do it straight up hex code though. You know what? I think you do it as that as well. Where'd it go? There it is. I don't think that did anything. Yeah, I don't think it did. Oh well. Maybe it just ignores it because of the... Maybe I'm just doing it wrong. Let me see something. Maybe it's like that. No, it literally does not matter, I guess. What is 2F? X, so... up to 60, so it's 32... Wait, no. Yeah, 32 plus... What's the last one? Plus 15, right? Oh. should be 47, I think. 47. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Okay. I somehow got disconnected from the stream. Overlay, currently playing. Is there music going on? Yeah, I do. Okay, that's good. Wait a minute, I have lower thirds, I just don't have it. Oh, there it is. Okay, wait a minute. What's my trigger for that then? Okay, now I can trigger these though. So you can support me there. Okay, but okay, well, yeah, whatever. Oh, yeah, it's gonna be in a weird place. Sometimes I'm gonna code there, and then just check me out there. Okay, and we also have that one, but hang on. Yeah, I also have that one. Yeah, okay. I gotta work on those lower thirds. Yeah. Yeah, I do. Oh, okay. I heard these C notes. Oh, the C notes for... No? Weird. Weird. Okay, I'm gonna get back to this. Yeah. All right. Loops and iteration. Loops and iteration. So, like, it looks like a function, does it not? Block statement. Right. That's what they're called. They're called block statements. The do while statement. So this is what I want to understand. The for statement, is that like underneath, is it just a function? Is it a function executed in like C or something like that? Where it would actually like seem like it would be like a decorator type of thing where it wraps around. You pass the inner code to it, to the for function or something like that. I don't know. It's just like curious, the syntax to me. It's interesting, the loops. So what I'll do is go back to here and let's get started with this. So what did we do at the beginning? So we looked at object-oriented programming, functional programming, algorithmic thinking, work with local storage, fetch data using an API, arrays, strings, functions. So this is what we'll learn throughout the course. And then these are things that we've kind of worked on in part one. So then we're going to have another thing that we'll go through. We'll take a look at functions again. So we'll do this on a second one, second footnote. Save the link. Copy that link and pop it over to there, wherever you. Gosh, I really don't like the syntax or the experience with that. So we worked with functions. So I'll check this off when I feel like good about using them, I guess. Because right now I feel okay with them and I don't really feel great. But we'll look at variables. It's going to be in the second one there. Conditionals. Well, that's if else statements, isn't that? Pretty sure. Or I mean, he could be referring to the Boolean logic and stuff. But yes, we are reviewing a lot of this. So let's start this project. And add a stream marker there. A teacher has finished grading their students' tests and need your help to calculate the average score for the class. Complete the getAverage function, which takes an array of test scores and returns the average score. The average is calculated by adding up all the scores and divided by the total number of scores. Sum of all scores, total number of scores. That's just the arithmetic average. A couple of function calls have been provided for you so you can test out your code. You can use the loop to iterate over the scores array and add up all the scores, and you can use the length property to get the total number of scores. I mean, come on, just use the sum function. There's got to be a built-in or something, or something in them. Well, I don't know. What do you call a standard? Is there a standard JavaScript library? Like there's a standard Python standard library? I don't know. That's a question. So we need to take in the scores, which is an array, and give back the average. So the return is going to be the average. So we'll just put that in there now. We don't have that fleshed out now. We need to calculate that, but in order to calculate that, we're going to need two things, right? We need the sum. I'm using sum of scores, and we'll initialize at 0, and then we will well, I thought we could use a while loop or something, but no, that's that, right? And then I have to declare this, so let sum of scores equal that. Now, yes, this is not a const, right? It's not constant. Let oh wait, you can use the length to get the total number of scores, so it doesn't matter. So we don't need to track that. Yeah, we just need to track the sum of scores. Right. 4, and we're going to let I... Or actually, wait a minute. Can't we loop over here? Score in scores? Is that what it was? Of scores? I forget what the... Yeah, what was the syntax for the while? Or the loop over the for loop? We're gonna have to revisit there. I don't want to go through that. That's gonna be a gosh, Jesus, patient. Holy shit. Frightened the crap out of me. You do the initialization, the condition, and then whatever afterthought. So it's what you do to the iterator. But you can just do this, right? Can't you do start in window? Yeah, it's for in, right? I thought for of. Wait, variable in object. Oh, maybe I was right. Score in scores. I just need the body, right? Assignment to undeclared variable score. Yeah, I mean, we could return the average, or we can just do the calculation there. But I mean, just to be clear, I'm going to say const average is the calculation of scores, sum of scores. Scores.length, I think. Okay, and then inside here, we're going to do the plus equals score, and I think that's it there. Assignment to undeclared variable score. Well, I mean, do you have to declare that? Oh, you have to let score in scores. Okay. Interesting. Are they the same average? Because that shouldn't be. Sum of scores divided by scores.length. Isn't that what that is? Isn't that what we're looking for? Scores.length. Wait a minute. I'm gonna have to do a little test. Little testy here. Scores.length. Can we yeah, let's just do that first. So it's not going to return anything, so that's fine. 10 is that, and then sum of scores. Well, that's odd. That's odd. Sum of scores is equal to 0, and then we just, we initialize it at 0. We add a score. Well, let's see what's going on here. Oh, okay, so the in syntax, I wasn't paying attention. It was doing concatenation instead of doing... Do I have to declare it as an int? Missing semicolon where? Oh, right there. But then, what do you mean? I can't let int sum of scores equal 0. I was out of it last week. Maybe I should go back and do the whole thing again. Oh, no. Okay, what is for of? Can you do const element of array? Okay, so I can do that, right? So I can do const score, let, okay. Of scores? There we go, that's how you do it. Of scores, it's not in, so why do you do that? Why make it so confusing? Why make it so confusing with, the for in? All enumerable string properties of an object. String properties of an object? Yeah, this is why I suck at JavaScript, because I always get this wrong. I would think that this would be the same thing as in Python. Why? Why is it different? And then the for of is what we're using. Const element of array, and then you take each element in the array. Is that... Why do they make it so confusing? Just want a little consistency between languages. They're very opinionated, but I gotta say, I think Python's verbiage is better. So then the average for the first one is 71.7, and then the second one is 85.4. Is that correct? Let's see. Can we? Yay! All right. Let's see. Submit and go to the next challenge. Yeah, well, I thought that was going to be a lot easier than it was, wasn't it? Now the teacher needs your help converting the student score to a letter grade. Okay. We haven't talked about maps or anything yet, right? Oh, we're just doing conditionals. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Right. So all we're going to do is just do conditionals for all of this. And so what we'll do is, what's good practice? I think, we couldn't do a return after every single one. I think the good practice is to only return one thing, right? So we'll define this up here. What we'll do is we'll do const or let grade or something like that. Let grade exist. Let there be grade, and then yeah, the score. If score, right, and we have to make sure that it's like exactly equal to 100. Then wait, we have to put this inside of brackets, right? Is that necessary? Is it necessary? I guess so. I guess it is. I don't know, man. That just doesn't seem like, are these just all functions? Score is equal to that. That's like we're doing if true, then grade, we're gonna assign it to A++. Then we do an else if score is greater than or equal to 90. It's that next conditional. Grade is going to be equal to A. And we basically just do this for all of them. Greater than or equal to 80. Should I just copy it? And then just change the grade thing. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Oh, shoot. Not what I wanted. I wanted to do copy that. Okay. Copy that. So we need C, D, and then F is going to be the else case. Everything that falls through is the F. D is greater than 60. C is greater than 70. And ABF, is that correct? Let's enter that. We have a problem here? No. Oh, come on, I didn't get all the fanfare. I want that every single time. I don't want... How do I know? How do I know I got it right? I don't see the little confetti. Teacher is really happy with the program you have created so far, but now they want to have an easy way to check if a student has a passing grade. Passing grade is anything that is not F. Well, that's pretty easy, right? So we want to have, it's going to take in a score. Returns true if the student has a passing grade and false if they do not. So, oh, you have to use the get grade. That's just extra steps. Too many. It's gonna be like a lot of comparisons then. It's just too many comparisons. If you like, you just need to do the one. Well, I mean, we could have done it in a reverse order as well. That would be a quicker check. Like if I had done if score is less than 60, less than 60, then return F. So I'm going to refactor. I'm going to move this up, and what we're going to do is just invert everything. If the score is less than 60, then return F. If it's less than 70, return D. If it's less than 80, return C. If it's less than 90, return B. If it's less than less than 100, then return an A, and then return A++. Now the problem with this one, though it is more efficient, it will use less conditionals. It'll use less conditionals to determine whether or not it's a passing grade. Well, I don't know. Maybe it won't. No, it won't, actually. I guess it doesn't matter, because it does have to run through every single thing in order to return a grade. This is less clear about what's happening. Like, less than 60, it's an F, but if it's less than 70, it's a D. That doesn't make sense, right? Less than 70 is a D? It could be that it is an F. I guess you could say the same about the other thing, but it just seems... Yeah, I don't know. I guess you could say the same about the other way. I don't know. So we want to get grades, so we really do only want one thing of get grade, but like, we could just do this in one line and just go like return get grade of score not equal to F. Basically, true, false, true. I think that would work. It's not necessarily clear. I guess it's fine. I guess it's fine. As long as it's not failing. And we can go to the next one. Become a supporter. Okay, yes. Please, I guess, yeah. You can please support Free Code Camp, even though I don't love their interface. And I really loathe that they keep putting this up on the screen. You know, they're putting this stuff up for free, and it takes time, effort, and knowledge from the people that create this stuff. So, consider becoming a supporter. I am broke. So sorry. Give me a job and I'll donate the first week's salary to there. so now we want to make sure my code was saved to my browser's local storage. Interesting. I didn't know that they would do it locally. Get average scores. Sum is equal to 0. That's one way of like I mean, it's nice to store locally. In a lot of cases, to ensure that they're not like abusing your data. But I mean, they could still use your data in some way, but you know, if it's also stored somewhere else. But it's also just a way to kind of avoid paying for a server. You know, having to track everybody's code changes and stuff like that. You'd be paying storage fees. Which could be pretty cheap, but I mean, still, just easier to store locally, I guess. Get average. We got 4 const score of score plus equals. So did they save this and are they using the same for me? No, this is different. They just say sum. See, I wouldn't use sum as a variable because of in Python sum is a keyword. It's a function in the namespace of, you know, anytime you load up Python. At least in version 3. I'm not sure about version 2. And below. That's in grade. Okay, so they did the same thing as I did, I think. Except for the first part. So this makes more, you know, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, now that the teacher has all of the information they need, they want to be able to message the student with the results. Complete the student message. If the student failed the course, the string should follow this format. Class average goes here, your grade goes here, you failed the course. I'm just gonna copy and paste it because I don't want to read this again. And then like, you failed the course, okay. So we need 2 things here. Okay, so the first thing we need, use string concatenation to build. Okay, so this is going to be 2 different lines. I'm confused. If the student passed the course, oh, and then if they failed, then you show the grade goes there. Grade goes there, average goes there. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, that's fine. Now, this is the thing. We don't know about whatchamacallit strings, right? So what we have to do is something like this, and I don't like it. I would rather just use the format strings and stuff like that, which I forget what they're called in JavaScript. So what we're going to do, so total scores and the student scores. So what we're going to do is to get grade, I think, or get, what was it called again? Get average? Get average. Total score and this, wait a minute, student. Wait, what is total score? Student MSG. You should just like spell it out. Shouldn't really. Come on, guys. We're not. We don't. We're not limited to a few characters here in our code. We can do more. I'm just confused as why they would label it as total scores and then student score. It sounds like student score. Score, we take in scores from their total scores and then the student score. So they already they already calculated the score. I don't understand. If they already calculated the score, what? Why wouldn't you just put the student score there? But you have to use the get average function to get the class average? Oh, the class average. Oh, okay. Okay, right. Why would they show the class average and not the student score? That doesn't make any sense. It's a dumb report. Okay. What I should do is this, right? So we should say average. So let's just do it like this, student average, so just it's clear. So we do need to do a check. We're gonna want to save that, and then the student grade. So this is, okay, class average is what we want. Class average, and then the student grade is going to be get grade. That just makes it clear. Okay, so we'll let the message be that, and then we'll do yeah, I guess we'll just do it like that. I mean, we could just do I don't know. This is not a great example here, I don't think. Sorry to say. If I'd be careful with punctuation, right? But then, like, what was it? If they passed, if student grade, wait, if and we have to wrap that in that nonsense. If they do have that, then what you do is concatenate the last part, else you failed. You failed the course. Now you must die. And then, wait, what happened to the closing bracket? It's all the way up here. Okay, that one needs to come down here. Okay, so these actually need to be... There we go. Yeah, I think that's the right just indentation for that. Return message, and then I guess undeclared. Your grade is an F. You died. It does not pass the test. Your grade is an F. You failed. Right, but whoa. What is going on here? How come it passed? How come it just doesn't, Oh, that's why. That's it. You failed the course. That's it. No? Well, fuck me then. The class average is 71.7, and your grade is an F. You failed the course. Yeah, but like what? Should return A++. Is student score student score 37? What does that mean? Total scores. That doesn't make any sense. The student score? Class average is 50.5, 50.8. So we get average of the total scores. Is that not what I did? This was the student score. Their grade should be an A++, right? The grade, passing grade, student grade, get grade from student score. What? What am I missing? This is the student's score, or the class average? And then they had a 37. What? I don't understand what this is. 50.8. Right. They want the question marks there. All right, so let me do a test. I guess that's what I'm going to do. Console. Let's do this. What is it returning? Oh, why is it saying you failed the class? Has passing grade. Has passing grade. Student score. Wait. Oh, because you gotta pass the score, not the grade. Aha. Okay. Because this is dumb. This is dumb as shit. Like, this is not how he should be doing this. Okay. That's it. Okay. Alright. Yep. Not how I would arrange that. I'm gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna let's see. Submit and go to the next challenge. Oh, we can share it on Blue Sky. Nice. I like that. I'm a supporter. I'm gonna keep. No, you know what? I'm not gonna keep that up. Okay. Ask me about later. I'm gonna take a break. And when I come back, we'll work on this role-playing game one. And then I'll take a note of like what things we're working on there. And so we'll be back in a few minutes here. See if my buttons work. dumb. Back again. Let's do this next part. And see what we get here. So we're gonna do if-else statements again into this one. I think we did that with conditionals. That's what we were talking about from that other one. Gonna be a new footnote. We're gonna take a copy of that one and we're gonna put it right here. Get rid of that stuff right there. Escape. There we go. And then so, you know, conditionals are if-else statements. Loops functions. You'll learn how to work with arrays here. We worked with arrays, and that was in 2 as well. We worked with those. We worked with this one in here. We worked with concatenating strings there. I guess we're going to work on strings again here. Going to work on functions in this one as well. Going to work on loops in this one as well, which we did in the first one as well. And this was specifically in the second one. I did yeah, okay. There was multiple ways we could have handled that loop, but yeah, I'll just keep it as that. Of course, we're going to work with some variables here. And more. Come along to find out what else we have in store. Let's start the project. It's going to be 173. How long is that? That's like, if I do 1 a minute, then that's 2 hours. So, plus, it's almost 3 hours. So, don't think that's going to be the case here. But, yeah, so I think we'll just, we'll start this one and then we'll continue it next week. See how far we get. So this is what we're going to build here. Welcome to Dragon Repeller. You must defeat the dragon that is preventing people from leaving the town. You're in the town square. Where do you want to go? Use the buttons above. You want to go to the cave? You want to fight slime? I'll fight the slime. The monster named Slime. I am fighting a monster. I'm going to attack him. The slime attacks. You attack it with your stick. I miss. Oh, fuck. Dodge. Dodge. Dodge the attack. Attack. You attack with your stick, you miss. Attack. Attack it. Attack, attack, attack. Slime attacks. You attack it with your stick, you miss. Slime attacks. You dodge the attack. You dodge the attack. You dodge the attack. Attack. Oh, it died. Cool. And I gained experience points to find goal. This is quite involved, actually. This is, honestly, I'm not looking forward to this. This just seems like so tedious. It's not my idea of fun with this. Oh god, it's gonna be so fucking boring. Sorry, guys. I know, guys. I mean, front end people, though, you might like some repetitive stuff, but not me. I just want to abstract everything away and make it easier to recreate and work with stuff. Okay, JavaScript is a powerful language which allows you to build websites that are interactive. And then so for all remaining projects in this curriculum, you will need a basic level knowledge of HTML and CSS, which I have. Okay, I have decent. If you're new to that, do the responsive web design, which I should probably do. But you know what? I really wanted to do the tiny CSS projects as well. So I think that I'm probably going to break up this monotony of every week by doing one of those projects as well. Yeah. But we should probably do that other one. I'm trying to think of like what else we could do. You know, we do have what appears to be 26 weeks of tutorials that I can work through. Yeah. But I don't understand why this is non-responsive web design right here. Does it respond? Oh, it does respond. Well, it was saying 2022. I guess maybe, is it sunset or something? It's actually quite detailed. Okay. I think this is what it was. Legacy responsive web design. That's why. I guess maybe this certified full stack developer curriculum is probably what they're rolling this into. I'm not entirely sure. Because I don't. So the new one. Is there a new one? Learn 2025 responsive web design. No, page not found. 2023. 2022. 2024. I guess this is the latest one. Okay. So the latest one is 2022. I don't even know if that's a year thing, if it's just an identifier or something. You can preview as well. You copy? What is this? Preview, learn. Okay, I don't know what that's all about. Preview up there. And the console. JavaScript. Powerful language, very powerful. Very powerful. Allows websites interactive. Okay, so we got a website web design certificate. And to get started, we're going to create our standard HTML boilerplate because, what is front end if not, loving to do boilerplate? I guess, that's why frameworks exist and stuff. Doc type head and then add a meta tag, and then I don't remember how to do all this stuff. I think it's like this. Equals HTML? I don't remember. Or is it like that and then that? Is it that? Is that it? I don't know. Let's see, HTML doc type boilerplate and that stuff. Oh, here we go. Here's free code camp, the doc type declaration. In HTML 4.01 and then there. So, oh yeah, so it is, but it's just not equals, right? It's just not the equals thing. You have to have it capitalized. And then add a meta tag. Okay, but then we need a header, right? And then a slash head to close it. We need a body and a slash body. And then what else does it need? A meta tag for the char set, but then where does the meta tag go again? Is it in the doc type, or I think it's in the header, is it not? Add a title element inside the header or the body? A link to the CSS, but I think with the CSS, I think you put that inside of need a title element. Is it inside of the head? I'm not entirely sure. You know you're gonna have to div element, and then you're gonna have that dive. ID set to game within your body. I don't like front end. Let's see what else is in that. So you have a thing to link it to that doc type HTML. I think you can just use HTML, if not for like anything else. Where to add the meta tag? So I'm just gonna I'm basically just gonna, let's see, put that over here. Let's actually put this over here. I like to have it centered into my center vision here. The meta tag in HTML search says, you know what? I don't like this doc. Yeah, shit. Get rid of this crap. It's not gonna save though. Because I think it loses the. Now, problem is, I think I gotta save. I think I need to do something with this browser here. I need to just add a exception for DuckDuckGo in the cookies, because I need to save that information in LibreWolf. DuckDuckGo.com, and I can allow DuckDuckGo.com, and I can save changes, and I think that should do it. Okay, and then meta tag. We need to add a meta tag? Okay. And then, so that's what we need to do. There we go. Can log in. Remember the language. Remember my language. Can't make this dark. Maybe it's in settings here. Maybe it's the settings of this. Maybe the dark mode. It's automatic. Features disabled because resist fingerprinting is enabled. LibreWolf will force web content display and all that theme. That sucks. I wish there was just an exception to that, but that's alright. It's something we'll work with. Cannot be represented by other meta-related elements such as base, link, script, style, or title. Alright, I just need an example. Char set is what is inside of there. I just need an example. The meta tag is going to be... I guess it's not inside the head, or is it inside the head? Where is the meta tag? It is in the head. I thought it was. I'm not sure about the title. Like, is that meta as well? I don't know. I think maybe it's the content thing, a title element. I don't know. I'm not good at this stuff. I just want to get to the JavaScript stuff. I guess we're going to use UTF-8. And then add a title element. Doc type, HTML, head, and body. I guess, I don't know. Where do you put the title? Going significantly slower than the one little step a minute that I wanted to in order to like get this done in 3 hours. So, you know what? Maybe we will just go all day with this. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I'm feeling. I do need to work on that other video, and I don't know how much energy. I don't know how many spoons I have for this one. Is there a title element of this? So the meta is the tag, and then are these elements? I don't remember what the verbiage is for this. Oh gosh, I'm not trying to be an expert here. I just need to know the basics. Add a title element. Then add a metadata, a div element. We're going to set the ID is equal to game, and then that's within the body, of course. Really need to know how to work the body. We have our header. Got a meta tag inside of it. We need to add the title, but we also need a link to the style sheet, right? Links to a style sheet in HTML. Just use the docs. Maybe I should just keep the docs open. Link href, but then where does it go again? It's in the head, right? It's in a separate thing, right? Because I don't... Oh, you have to put the backslash in there, right? Let's check the code so far. So it's not... the HTML should have an opening tag. Don't forget the lang attribute. Wait, what? HTML element should have a closing tag. Code should have a tail element. Body element should be within the HTML element. Well, I guess then we're just doing it like that. Is that what we do? Or we actually just need an HTML element? Is that it? It should have an opening tag. What does that mean? The element should have an opening tag. The lang? What lang? And the title. And where's the search? Where's search? Search? Can I search by going like that? No? There's shortcuts? No, you have to actually click up in there and go like that. Title element is what we're looking for. And HTML tags within the element of any other period. Alright, where do you put it though? always used within a page's head block. Okay. Do you just put the title right there? Is that what we do? Because it is a... Can I preview? Like, what happens if I preview? That doesn't do shit. Okay, let's check it. Check it and see. HTML element should have a div element. I do have a div element that's in the body. You gotta work the body, come on. Okay, so you need a closing title tag, that's why. Alright, so it is just, just like that. Then you need a lang attribute in the, or is it in here where you put the language, or is it global attribute, lang property, global attribute, where do you put it? Okay, so you can put it where? But where did it say to use the lang? Should have an opening tag, HTML. I mean, it does. And then I guess it's in there, in the HTML. Is that it? Should have an opening tag, right? Does it not? Should have an opening tag. What does that mean? Opening element. We've got head. We've got the body. What does help do? What am I missing? Now we go to the inspect method, which is F11? No, F12. Let's inspect the website, because I have no idea what any of this means. So it's just EN, it's in there, HTML, ID, and then the EN is in there. Oh, it's just that they don't want it to be in US. You just want it to be in English, not any specific flavor of it in English. So. Okay, so that one thing took a while there. Hey Avi, how are you doing? Yeah, just doing a tutorial here, and and learn some JavaScript and some HTML and CSS apparently, because I am not good at that. Let's see. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Okay, so I should be able to go to the next spot. Okay, so that one little, haven't been adding stream markers. That one little thing took quite a while. I wasn't keeping track of when I started that, but that took much longer than I had hoped. I guess we gotta get through the HTML stuff though I guess it's good to understand the basics. Now we can finally start writing our JavaScript, so begin by writing a script element. So see, they even did this. I guess I did. Oh, I didn't say it was a style sheet. That's the one thing I didn't do. They don't have a body. Oh, the body element's down here. Okay. Or the body tag. Creating a script element or body element. I don't know what the hell the difference is. What's the difference between a tag and an element? You can start writing your JavaScript, beginning by writing a script element. This element is used to load your HTML file. So where do we put this, in the body or in the head? I guess we put it in the head. Okay, they're guiding us through this. Okay, well that one went faster, so we're getting back some time. Lang equals n. And everything else. Okay, so one of the most powerful tools is your developer console. I have that open. Pop that open over there. On Mac, you can do Option plus whatever that key is, plus C. For console, is that for any browser? What, or is it just for the Mac browser? Is that like Safari or something like that? You can also click the console button above the preview window. Of course, your developer console will include errors that are produced by your code, but you can also use it to see values of variables in your code, which is helpful for debugging. Add a console log. Hello world. Okay. So we're at the part where they just tell us what to do, which is fantastic learning. Then click the console button to open the console. You should see the text hello world. Yeah, I do have that open, so we should see that happen over here. Yeah, it does, but I just don't have this output showing up there. Source map error. Can we like limit this to be, yeah, just get rid of all the debug stuff and all that. Is it just logs? Yeah, I think we just need that part. Oh look, there's all my other stuff. Ew. Should see the text hello world. I do see the text hello world. Congratulations, your code passes. Submit your code to continue. Walk on that sunshine. What is that referring to? I don't understand. I'm not familiar with that reference. It sounds like a bless your heart or something like that. But there's no comma there, so it's not like they're calling me sunshine. They're saying walk on that sunshine over there. The sunshine that's that one, not this one, that one. What is that? What the heck is that even referring to? Walking on sunshine? Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about there. Before you start writing your project code, you should move it to its own file to keep things organized. Oh, okay. Well, this is pretty good then. Okay, remove your console log line and then give your now empty scripts element a source attribute, which I think you do from here, and set it to script.js. Okay. Now, what I'm curious about is where's this saved? Where's this folder? That's what I don't know. I hope you explain that. Your view has been switched to your new script.js file. Remember that you can use the tabs above to switch between files and add your console line. That should be somewhere here, but I don't, gosh. There's console, inspector. Where would it be? CSS XHR. I know, like, with the is it in memory? No. Oh, wait. Is it like network? I've got script there, but not, problem is I have to, like, reload this, right? Let's see. And I want to filter this by JavaScript, right? File name should just say script.js, but I'm not sure. Okay. I don't know. I'm just taking a look around this one. Inspector gadget. Where is he? Okay, they give us those ones. I can't remember where. Like in Chrome, I think. Wait, is it in storage? Maybe it's in storage. Yes, this is where it would be. This is kind of similar where it was in what do you call it? I thought it was like similar in Chrome. Cache storage? No storage? Okay, maybe not. It's not memory. It's not the style editor. It's not debugger. Or maybe it is. Okay, keep your secrets. All right. I don't know where it is. I want to know where that is. Okay, so we're inside of our script.js file, apparently, but I don't know where the heck that is. That would be nice to know. Maybe that's a secret that will be revealed later. They're just telling us what to do now, and it's fine. Oh boy, my back is starting to get tight here. Next, to remove that, because of course we remove it. Why would we keep our code that we just did? Let camperbot. I just don't. I don't like the. Whoever decided to go with like this grammar and stuff with JavaScript, I don't know, it just irks me. Let camperbot what? I mean, unless you're assigning it to something, it doesn't really make sense to just say let camperbot. Does unless like semicolon means exist. Let this line exist. Let this line exist. You also learned how to initialize a variable with a value like this. Yeah. And then we're gonna let xp equal 0, which is a number, and we see, why does it say C is not defined? What was that? Where'd that come from? I don't remember what that was talking about. It says hello world still. Okay, we can do console, just put the console up over there. What we ought to do, old equal 50, and then we just, we just keep doing the same shit over and over and over again, because that's what coding is apparently. Create another variable called current weapon index. This isn't really like giving me an insight into why we're doing any of this. That's just like a critique. It's just like dictating things that I should do. I don't know if I want to continue on with this. Like, I like the challenges and stuff. I just don't like, because then I can like use the docs and look stuff up and do it like that, and that's kind of like doing like the real work. But it would like to have some proficiency over the basics. I just don't know. Like, we're declaring all these variables. That's fantastic, great. But why? Like, I saw what's happening in the beginning, like what we're going for, but there's no reasoning explained here. It's just do this, write this into the line, write this, remember what's going on with other stuff. With the basic syntax, which I guess is like, I guess beginners need to have that, but I don't know. Maybe I'm being far too critical on a basic tutorial. I don't know. Declare 2 more variables named monster health and inventory. I hope that they do like explain some of this stuff though. Remember then that you worked with arrays in the previous project like that, so we want another array, but what are we doing? Oh, right, because we want to initialize an array like that. Do we need to have a comma there, or can it just be like that? I can't remember. Nope, apparently not. It's not like Python when you're creating a tuple, which is immutable, but then like you have to, because brackets are kind of overloaded, or parentheses are overloaded, you have to put a comma if you're only doing a single element of a tuple in Python. Otherwise, it'll just think that it's just whatever's inside the parentheses, what the type is. In your role-playing game, users will be able to track their stats, right, buy weapons and fight monsters. Well, that's the reason why we're doing those things, but before you can continue with the interactive JavaScript portion of the game, you need to first create the HTML elements that will display the game information, and then create 4 div elements within your game element. Why? Wait, game element? What do I mean game element? Inside of the... Oh, okay. Within this one, I have the hash game. I'm not that good with CSS in that. I think like the hash is like indicating like the ID of the, the ID of the div. That's how you like kind of access the you edit the style. That eventually we'll get to that, I guess. Give them the following respective ID values. So we're gonna have I'm just gonna do it like this for now, and then we'll expand it out because I don't really want to do this. I wish there was like shortcuts like in VS Code to do over like multiple lines. At least copy paste a lot easier. I'm pretty sure, even though I don't remember the shortcut for that. To do the copy paste previous line. Give them the following respective ID values in order of stats. So we're gonna have IDs. Okay, so yeah, okay, maybe I wanted to do it differently. Oops, I hit Control and Enter. How dare I? Stats. Controls. Monster stats. See, I can kind of see like what we're doing here is that like we want to separate our elements here so that they're we have encapsulation going on and abstraction, protect it from bleeding over to other elements. Create 3 span elements within your stats element. Give each of them the class stat. Okay. And I'm pretty sure you need a closing tag for span, or do you need... Yeah, I think that's true. Keep the first one the text XP0. I guess we're gonna change those elements to be interactive later. Right now we're just hard coding it. Okay, cool. And that doesn't show up in the console. That just shows up on our body of the HTML, right? Okay, that makes sense. And then you should be able to like open this up into a different page. Okay. Maybe I can put that over here. Maybe over there, and then I'll do the oops. The developer tools down there. Seems okay. Let's see. Go on to the next one. We're on 13, step 13. All right. I'm gonna take a little note here. I gotta stop. I'm gonna push that over to the other side. I gotta figure out. Yeah, wait a minute, because I'm in the center, I'm not over there. I kind of want to do my move thing over elsewhere. This, oh, this isn't working correctly. That's fucked up. Okay. I want to fix that. I don't want this to happen. I shouldn't be blocking what I'm looking at there. There's something going on with my advanced scene switcher. It has to be with the way that the cursor is being found. This camera left. Oh, because of the centering. Wait a minute. Okay, yeah, that's not right. It's the centering. Oh, but I thought... Oh, this is weird because I thought I had... Oh, okay. Yeah, because I thought I had changed... Oh my gosh, really? What happened here? Yo, I had abstracted all of this. Didn't I? I swear I did. I swear I had... Oh no, okay. Oh shoot, I don't know. Oh my god, no. I thought I had fixed this. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to do this off camera. So for now, I'm gonna have to deal with it, but it kind of sucks. my face might be blocking some of this stuff. I'll try to move everything up. Oh, that's disappointing. Okay, so I thought I had all of this worked out where I had variables set. That's just so odd. It's so odd that I lost all that. I don't understand. Like, I didn't edit any of these things, did I? Alright, I'm gonna export my settings real quick. I'm gonna try to find the most recent one. I don't think I've futzed with any of the advanced scene switcher stuff. The most recent one. It's from April 3rd, but I have 2 of them listed. From April 3rd. What is that? Gosh, what the heck is going on with this? What I'm looking for is variable. ID variable name is monitors focus. That's about variables. This camera left. Okay, so I'm looking for variable name is what I'm looking for. Monitors focused, monitors focused, monitors focused, monitors focused. I have a vague memory of doing all that and then realizing that I don't need to do that or something. I don't remember. I don't know why it stopped. Should have been kept running, but focus, move camera left. Yeah. Oh gosh. Okay. Feeling a bit hungry. I think I'm gonna probably take a break. Yeah, and then come back to this. But yeah, I'm gonna take a quick break and come back in just a few minutes. Okay, we are gonna do a little bit more of this one, and then, yeah, I'm gonna have to work on some of the stream stuff later. But in the meantime, like, I apologize if my face is blocking where I need to be. I might, yeah, I don't like, maybe I'll switch it to, I might just, okay, let's see if I do this, and I bring this down, then when I come and work on this one, I'm gonna bring that over there, and then I'll work on it over here. And then hopefully, at least from there, in this configuration, at least it'll, yeah, stay out of the way. But, yeah. Let's do this. We are far from done with that one, so we'll just leave it as that. Okay. Yeah, I'll try to stay over here. That's just what I'll do for today. But next stream I should have it fixed. Because I'll just do it right after lunch. Okay, wrap the numbers in span elements and wrap those new span elements in strong elements. So strong. So we want to wrap the numbers in some strong phi. Strong phi. Okay, so what we want to do is to do this, and then what we'll do is we'll have end span there, and then we need an opening span here, and gosh, I don't remember what it is. What do you do strong? It's not yeah. Okay, so I really wish that I knew the shortcut for searching here, because I really hate to just move the mouse, do 2 clicks, and do that, and then, yeah. Okay, so you need the strong, you need to wrap it in strong. You can't just, like, say, oh, okay, wait a minute. Oh, wait. No, you want... No, it is right. Okay, this is just kind of dumb, isn't it? We're wrapping the current ones in that span, so it's span like that, I think. Check the code. My first strong element should have a span element. So strong should be... Oh, you're wrapping the... Okay. Alright, it's a good thing I did that, because otherwise... like that. So I'm just gonna copy this and then just move it down here, because I don't want to do this crap. So much freaking boilerplate garbage. My first nested span element should have an ID of XP. Okay, so we do need to make the... Oh yeah, I didn't do that. I guess I should read. It's always good to read when you're doing tutorials, and it's a problem I have. New span elements ID values of XP text. And health text. Nice. Okay, but that's not text, it's the number. Come on, really? Wait a minute. It's not text, though. It's... I mean, I guess it is. Everything is text, right? It's not... You can't just, like, say that it's a number. I guess that works. We don't have anything else up here. This is in dark mode, which is kind of shitty. How do I not do dark mode? I would turn dark mode off for this one. It's doing it automatically. Like, we could add something on here to make it light. I forgot how to do that, though. Yes. What other, like, I kind of want to hide this. Tap menu bar. I want to get rid of this bar. Can I get rid of this bar? Toolbar. This will be. Yeah, we don't want the title bar. This frame. Can I view this frame only? Reload the frame. View frame source for save frame. No frame. No, I can't do anything like that. Can't do any of that stuff. So the problem is that I have my microphone to the left here, and that's usually where I am. And then, like, when I turn over here, it's kind of working away from me. So it's not going to be as good. I'm going to try to do this stuff. Try to lean over to here, but how do I fix that? I don't want that to happen. I'm gonna actually change the lighting here so that I'm not staring at my light to the right there. Okay. All right. Just gonna move along. See, I don't even know, like, what I'm learning here, because I don't... Like, this is... Supposedly I'm supposed to understand these things already, but that's on me. Let's see. Controls element, create 3 button elements. The first should have the ID element set to 1. They... Button. go look up buttons now because I know what I'm doing. Okay, probably need a class for this, and we need an ID for sure, and it's going to say button1, and then text should be go to store. Okay, so that's so far so good. And it's showing up for me over here, so let me try it. So over here, we can actually see the... Wait, what happened? Oh, okay, I guess I like it better over here. Okay, I'm just gonna keep it right there. There we go. I guess I'll just keep it there. Button 2, we want to add... Why is that like this? Weird. Okay, and then button 2 and button 3. Go to cave, and then we'll have the fight dragon one. Fight the dragoon! The dragoon. Okay, we're making buttons now. Cool. Haven't done JavaScript. Just been doing HTML. Here's the JavaScript we wrote. Cool. Empty empty script file that I have no idea where the fuck it is. Cool. Cool tutorial, guys. Okay, JavaScript interacts with the HTML using the document object model, or DOM. The DOM is a tree of objects that represents the HTML. You can access the HTML using the document object. I'm so hungry. My brain is not functioning right now. I'm coming to the end of my focus, like my ability to stay engaged with this this task. So yeah, I'm gonna work on this for just a few more minutes, and then wrap up. Probably like 10 more minutes. The DOM is document object model is a tree of objects that represents the HTML. You can access the HTML using the document object, which represents your entire HTML document. Right, okay. Is that with like the inspector or something? Yeah, like here it is. It's here. Do all that stuff. A tree of objects. Not sure. I understand which represents the entire HTML document. One method for finding specific elements in your HTML is using the query selector method. Takes a CSS selector as an argument and returns the first element that matches the selector. So for example, to write h1 element in your HTML, you would write nope. Wait, where is it? There it is. Okay, document.query selector h1. Okay. All right. So we're inside of our HTML, or no? We have to be inside. Yeah, this is inside of our script. Oh, okay. So we did some. That's right. I forgot. It wasn't empty. We had some initialized variables that we were working with there, setting up, and we're going to use those variables, and we're going to update those variables. Query selector that. Oh, I don't need double. Each one is is that. Okay, well, wait, what else do I have to do? Create a button1 variable. Query selector. Assign it to the element with the button ID of button. Alright, ID selectors are saying it's not defined. Oh, query selector, because it's got to be document. Not query selector. Okay. That's it. Okay. Alright, so then we access the variable that we created in the... Oh god, this is an awful experience. Oh god. Get rid of the preview? Get rid of the console? Okay, yeah. Right. We created the button here inside of our controls. I didn't even type controls or anything like that. They just put that in there. See how great these tutorials are? Well, at least I wasn't just like doing what they told me to do. It's like there's like hardly any thinking involved in these things. Unless you like go out of your way to try to think about them. Which is not how my mind is going to work. Unless I get curious. Note that H1 is a string and matches the CSS selector you would use. Right. But there is no H1 yet, right? You just said that. Won't it be empty? Won't H1 be empty? Because there is no H1 element, as far as I can tell. Unless, is H1 the title? Like, what happens if I did that? Can I do console log H1? Oh, it's not showing up. There. Null. Yeah, it's coming back null. Yeah. It's coming back null. Because it doesn't exist yet. Right. If I made an H1 element, it should come back. That's what I want to test out. See, at least okay, so I might be giving this a little bit too harsh of a treatment. Because this is pretty cool to interact with, I have to say. I can do the console log the H1. And then also, like, I can come over to this thing and I can so somewhere in here I can put an H1 element. I think. Probably, let's like put it inside of here. So let's do an H1 element. Let's do H1. I think that's how that works. I'm not sure. Do you need to have a P tag or something like that? I think it's just that. I'm not sure. And console there. Can't it just, can I reset? Yeah, if I reset, it's gonna reset all my work. But preview. Hi, there it is. There's that, but then like, can I run the code? It says no. That's so weird. But where? did we just go right to the next part? We did just go right to the next part. Okay. All right. All right, HTML. We're here, and then we have this script.js over there. Okay. We're not working on that right now. We're working on this one. Okay. Let's see. Trying to query your page for button element, but your script tag is in the head of your HTML. Your code runs before the browser has finished reading the HTML, and the document query selector will not see the button because the browser hasn't processed it yet. Okay, I think that's probably what was happening. To fix this, move your script element out of the head element and place it at the end of your body element just before the closing body tag. Okay, well, good to know that you have preloaded scripts there and then interactive stuff here. And is that what happens? Okay. Then it works. All right, I think I'm going to stop now. Yeah, I'm gonna stop now, and I'm just gonna review what I did, and so started working on this new one. We did the Gradebook app, and I kind of need to combine these. So we did that one on, completed that, and we're still in the middle of doing that other one. And then next week for the 4th of, can I put like a, crosses it out. I just want it to be like incomplete. Yeah, next week we'll continue with this. So actually, the steps that I got up to step 17. So we did steps 1 through 16 of this, or what we did there. And then we'll do step 17 through 173, I think it is, next week, which I think we should be able to get through. I'm just not feeling great today. I kind of do want to do an entire day of this, but I do have other stuff to work on that I really want to push forward. So, and this is making my brain hurt. Learned a lot more, I think, about working with the documents, at least, for, what does MDN stand for? Mozilla Documentation. I don't know. MDN document. What is it? What is MDN? Open Source Collaborative Project owned by Mozilla. What does it stand for? What doesn't it stand for? Why? What does it mean? Mozilla Developer Network, MDN. Okay. Yeah, worked with the documents. It's pretty good to practice with, I guess. Looked at some W3 schools, actually. And let's see, so we're feeling pretty good with nothing. But we did start working with this. Oh, you know what? I didn't add this stuff, so maybe I should add that. I'll do that off screen. Yeah, so thank you, Avi, for showing up here and chatting there. I'm not going to really be paying a lot of attention to the chat, but from time to time I will interact with it. But I do appreciate anybody coming in and saying hello. And if you want to chat amongst yourselves and stuff, I'm going to take a look at Avi's channel there. And see what's up there. Okay. Don't know what he's about. Okay, thanks for watching this, and I'll catch everyone next week, and good luck with your body doubling, or just, good luck with just getting your tasks done today. Moving things forward one step at a time, and just working towards those goals, especially when there's something like really big, like I want to contribute to open source software. I need to have a better understanding of JavaScript, and and that will help me contribute better. But I do need to spend some time looking over code bases, so I'm going to try to get one of those sessions in this week on Friday, if not just for a couple hours. So until next week, have a great time, and I don't know why the downstream keyer doesn't work for that. Doesn't work for that? Weird. Okay. I guess it shows up when it wants to. Let's see. No, I must not have that set. That's another thing I should probably look at. Yeah, alright. Okay, I'll do some stream updates and have some stuff ironed out for next time. But trying to find where I can end the broadcast. Okay, catch everybody.